Hello everyone, welcome to Lectures by Aparna. Today we will discuss the design of Mode 10 asynchronous down counter. I had done a video explaining asynchronous down counter. I will give the link in the description box. If you want it, you can check the link given there. So coming back to this video, a Mode 10 counter is a counter that is having 10 states. It is also called a decade counter. Asynchronous counter is having another name, that is ripple counter. So this counter is also called a decade ripple down counter. So let's start the design. The step 1 is to write the counting sequence. Mode 10 means 10 states. So for up counter, the counting sequence will be like this, that is 0000, 0001, 0010, 0011, 0100, 0101, 0110, 0111, 1000 and 1001. So let's count the number of states. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the 10 states. Now for down counter, this is a down counter. So its sequence will be from this. That is starting from 1001 downwards. That is 1000, 0111, 0110, 0101, 0100, 0011, 0010, 0001 and 0000. Now the step 2 is to choose the flip-flop. So here I am choosing a JK flip-flop. Now we have to choose some characteristics of the JK flip-flop also. So first thing is that I am choosing a JK flip-flop that is negative edge triggered. Negative edge triggered JK flip-flop. What does this negative edge triggered means? Consider a clock signal. This is the positive edge and this is the negative edge of this clock pulse. When this negative edge comes, if it is a negative edge triggered JK flip-flops, then that flip-flop will change its output at the negative edge of this clock pulse. That is, this JK flip-flop will be sensitive to the negative edge of this clock pulse. And if it is a positive edge triggered flip-flop, then when the clock pulse comes, this JK flip-flop will change its state when the positive edge of the clock pulse comes. So if you want to know this in detail, I have explained it in detail in the video asynchronous down counter. You can check that link given in description box. So here my flip-flop is a negative edge triggered flip-flop. If it is negative edge triggered, then it will be represented by a bubble here. This is the clock and it will be represented by a bubble here. These are the inputs J and K. This is the output Q. This is the output Q bar. Now other than these inputs, there is another set of inputs for a flip-flop. They are preset and clear inputs. This is a clear input and this is a preset input. These preset and clear inputs, they are called override inputs. They will change the state of the flip-flop regardless of whatever the input is present. Whatever is the input present, they will do their function. So what is the function of preset and clear? So consider I am considering a flip-flop which is active high. This is a case for active high flip-flop. So if it is active high, it will not have a bubble here. So in active high JK flip-flop, when a 1 comes here at the preset will do its function. The function of the preset is to make output Q equal to 1. So when a 1 comes here, Q will become 1. And when a 1 comes here at the clear, then the output Q will become 0. Output Q will become 0. So this is a case of an active high flip-flop. Now what will happen if it is active low? If this flip-flop is active low, then there will be bubble here. And when a 0 comes here, what will the preset do? Preset will do its function, which is making Q equal to 1. And if a 0 comes at the clear input, then this clear will do its function, that is making Q equal to 0. So this is what the preset and clear is doing. Preset and clear is very much important in designing asynchronous counters. So the flip-flop I am choosing here is active high and also negative edge triggered flip-flop, triggered JK flip-flop. So these are the characteristics of the JK flip-flop I am choosing here. Now what is step 3? Step 3 is to write the truth table. The truth table is written for preset. Here I am having preset. So this is the truth table, and Q4, Q3, Q2, Q1. These are the outputs coming from each flip-flop. There will be 4 flip-flops, and this is a flip-flop giving MSB and this is the flip-flop giving LSB. So the count is starting from 1001 up to 1000. These are the counting sequence of this mode 10 asynchronous down counter. So what will happen? What is the function of the preset? When 1001 comes, the preset need not be enabled. In this case also it need not be enabled. But when the count reaches 10000, in that case the preset has to become 1. Until then the preset will be 0. But when the count 0000 reaches, the preset will be enabled, and again from this 0000 the count should start from 1001. So this is Q4 and this is Q1, this is Q3 and this is Q2. So when preset becomes 1, this Q4 should be set to 1 and also Q1 should be set to 1. Q3 and Q2 can remain as 0 itself. Now what about the other states? The other states we can put don't care sign, because they are not of much importance here. So this is the truth table of a mode 10 asynchronous down counter. Now the next step, that is step 4, is to draw the circuit diagram. So first I have to draw the JK flip-flops. 1, 2, 3, 4. There will be 4 JK flip-flops. These are the outputs Q, Q bar. Now the clock signal will be given to first flip-flop This is an asynchronous counter, so the output from one flip-flop will be acting as the clock for the next flip-flop. So here from Q bar you have to give the clock for the next flip-flop. From here to this and from here to this. So this is the inputs J1, K1, Q1, Q1 bar. Q2, Q2 bar, J3, K3, Q3, Q3 bar, J4, K4, Q4, Q4 bar. So from here you will get the MSB and from here you will get the LSB. The bubble is given here to indicate that this flip-flop is negative edge triggered. This is flip-flop 1, flip-flop 2, flip-flop 3 and flip-flop 4. Now the inputs J and K is connected to a 1. Why are the inputs connected to 1? Why are they tied together and connected to 1? These are connected to 1 so that the output will toggle between 0 and 1. I have explained this in detail in the video asynchronous down counter. You can check that video to know the reason for this connection of J and K inputs to 1 in detail. So these J and K are tied to 1 and it is from Q bar this clock signal is given to the next flip-flop. This is the specialty of a down counter. For down counting you have to connect the Q bar as the clock, whereas for up counters it will be taken from this Q. Now let's see. What about preset and clear? Preset and clear. There will be preset and clear. So it is said that when a preset signal is coming from here and when it is 1, it should make this flip-flop and this flip-flop 1, because the count is going from 0, 0, 0, 0 to 1, 0, 0, 1. So this count and this flip-flop should be set to 1. So this preset signal is given to this flip-flop and also this flip-flop, that is flip-flop 1 and flip-flop 4. This preset signal will be connected. Now there will be a circuit here. There will be some circuit here which will make preset equal to 1 when it reaches the count 0, 0, 0, 0. That circuit is drawn by looking at the truth table. By looking at this truth table you have to find the circuit that is coming here, which is making preset equal to 1. So looking at this truth table, just by looking at this truth table you can write the equation for preset as P equal to, it is at this portion that is becoming 1. So it will be Q4 bar into Q3 bar into Q2 bar into Q1 bar. So this will be the equation for preset. Now the circuit for making P equal to 1 can be drawn also from a Carnot map. Drawing the Carnot map is a general step and it can be used in the case of design of counter with any number of states. That's why I am explaining it with Carnot map here. So let's see how we can use Carnot map to get the same answer, but the method will be like this. So I am having a Carnot map here. Now I have to fill it using the truth table given. Here this Q4 bar and Q3 bar. Q4 and Q3 inputs are given here. Q2 and Q1 is given here. So here 0, when it is 0, 0, 0, 0, that is here, the output preset will be 1. When it is 0, 0, 0, 1, when it is 0, 0, 0, 1, it is 0. When it is 0 0 1 1, 0 0 1 1, it is 0. 0 0 1 0, 0 0 1 0, it is 0. When it is 0 1 0 0, 0 1 0 0, it is 0. This will be 0, this will be 0 and this will be 0. Next, when it is 1 0 0 0, 1 0 0 0 means here also it is 0, and when it is 1 0 0 1, that is here also it is 0. The rest are don't care, that is from 1 0 1 0, 1 0 1 0 onwards it will be don't care. Now I can group this as like this. So here the value of preset is equal to, there is not much grouping here. So here the value of preset will be Q4 bar into Q3 bar into Q2 bar into Q1 bar, which is the same one as written by looking at the truth table. But if in design of some other counters this Karnaugh map comes, it will be useful because this one can be, if it comes somewhere else, it can be grouped with the don't care sign and the equation can be simplified. So this is the general method, that is drawing the Karnaugh map is the general method for writing the simplified equation for the circuit. So using the De Morgan's law here, De Morgan's law says that if A bar dot B bar we can write it as A plus B the whole bar. This is what the De Morgan's law says. So here I can write the equation for preset as Q4 plus Q3 plus Q2 plus Q1 the whole bar. Now the flip-flop, this portion, this circuit, that is P equal to Q4 plus Q3 plus Q2 plus Q1 whole bar, this circuit can be drawn here. So this will be a 4 input NOR gate, 4 input NOR gate that is drawn here. So I am having a NOR gate. It will be having 4 inputs, that is Q4, Q3, Q2, Q1. So what does this say? When all inputs become 0 0, this is a truth table of a 4 input NOR gate. So for NOR gate, when all inputs become 0, when all inputs become 0, you will get an output 1. For all other cases, the output will be equal to 0. So for all other counts, the preset value will be 0. But when it reaches the count 0 0 0 0, this preset will become 1. And what will happen? This one is connected to the flip-flop 4 and flip-flop 1. And when a 1 come here, what will happen? This Q4 will be set to 1 and Q1 will be set to 1, which makes the count 1 0 0 1. So from 0 0 0 0, it will go to the count 1 0 0 1. So this is how you draw the circuit for a mode 10 asynchronous down counter along with the preset signal, circuit for the preset signal. So if this video has helped you, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.